Hi everyone, it is Lisa Ann here, hopping on because I haven't been on for a long time. I've just come back from the Best You conference in London and so excited. I'm inspired that I thought I would hop on and speak to you about never hiding. I found today that there were so many people at the Best You conference. There were so many exhibitors and speakers, and they were all out there doing their own thing, showing that they are fantastic at what they do. They are the expert in their field and they want to be heard and they want you to invest in their business. And it really got me thinking, how are we working to do the same thing? Even if we're behind the computer, like the Facebook Live, if we're attending networking events, how are we really showcasing who we are? How are we really trying to be the best in the field that we're in? So I wanted to talk to you today about never hiding, because I think it's really important that we don't do that. So I want to just invite a few people just to share this message with, because I think it's really important that we discuss how easy it is to hide behind what we're really capable of doing and what we really want people to see. And we have to ask the question as to why sometimes we do that. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why we do that. And I'm going to start with one reason why we're hiding and we're not showcasing our best selves is because we don't take risks. We're scared to take risks because we don't know what the outcome would be. We're unsure what people are going to think of us. We're not clear how we're going to progress forward or what the next step is. So when we are taking calculated risks, which are just as important, when we're doing that, we are very clear about what our plan is and how we're going to progress forward. But sometimes it's important that you just literally dive out of the plane. You just get that the bungee parachute, pack on, and you just bungee jump straight out of that plane. Why? Because being uncomfortable is where we learn the most. We don't learn when we are perfectly happy, when everything is working just the way that we want to. Think about some of your lifelong lessons that you've learned, some things that you're telling your children or people around you, the lessons that you've learned in your life. Are these lessons from things that have happened that are good, that are perfect, that are joy, that are full of zeal and enthusiasm? There will be lessons from those things, but often it's the tragedy to triumph story, isn't it? That we need that tragedy to triumph, and that triumph is really when the lesson is learned. And I know Alicia Keys has got a song called Lessons Learned, and she says in the song that you know when you are burned, but you come back, your soul is returned and your lesson is learned. And I think that is so poignant because it really identifies with the tragedy, with the disasters, with the difficulties. So it's really important we have an understanding that risk can really be a great thing and it can pay off in the end significantly. And there is no businesswoman or businessman out there that will say that they haven't had to take some risks, some calculated, some not so calculated. And with that said, we need to look at perfection, because the opposite of risk, of course, is looking at perfection. When we are trying to be perfect, I can't see who's watching, but I can see someone there. Hello there. If you can talk to me though, that would be fab. Oh, it's Nadine. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Superwoman. How you doing? Nice to see you. I think when we're looking at perfection, that is really difficult. And Nadine, you can help me with this, because I know Nadine is a really successful businesswoman, and I know hopefully you'll be coming to my next event. I'd love to have you there. But it's really important that when we're looking at perfection, we got to understand that it is always going to disappoint us. Why? Because we have an expectation that is here, and as humans we can't ever constantly be here. And when I say humans, I mean we are, there's blood flowing through us. We make mistakes. We're not the same every day. We don't sleep the same every single night. So because of those disparities, because of the ups and downs, thank you for the hearts, because of the ups and downs, that means we cannot operate here all the time. That's just life. the car breaks down, that changes how you feel. Your key breaks in the front door, that changes how you feel. And that doesn't bring you up to where you are. The photocopier isn't working at work, that changes things. So when you are wanting things to be here all the time, you've got all these variables going on. So when it can affect, of course, your business, the running of your business, the decisions that you're making. So I think it's really important that we understand when we are looking for perfection all the time. In fact, I'm going to stop myself there. Not just perfection. This is perfection that you want to be perceived perfection. This is when you are around the boardroom table in your meetings and when you are leading your team and you want to come across as perfect. You know that you're not perfect. This is a different level of perfection here. You know you're not perfect, but that's what you want to portray. So when you are in that situation, again, what you are doing is for the majority of the day, you are expecting to be here and you are keeping that as much as you possibly can. But to be here, you have to actually believe it. But if you know that you are not perfect and you are just trying to make people perceive you as that way, the belief isn't there. So again, you have that imbalance. So when you are looking at risk and when you are looking at perfection, you need to think about how you're going to balance those, that you are in a position, because we are talking about hiding here and not hiding, that you are in a position where you are not hiding your shine. And when you are, let's call it what it is, pretending to be perfect or pretending to be a certain way, when you are that person, what you're doing is actually hiding who you are. You're hiding the best part of you. You're hiding the confident you, the leader in you. And what that does is it hinders all the people that are watching you because they're not getting the best version of you. They're not getting the best value from you. So that's number one. Number two, we really don't know how to ask for what we want. Some of us are struggling to know what we want. So when we don't know how to ask for what we want, we are really saying, what are our core beliefs here? What are we really believing about ourselves? So let's give the scenario of you're working on your business. Thank you there. Oh, hi there, Shaquille. Nice to see you. And I can see your comment there, Nadine. We're talking about our businesses, right? We want to expand our businesses. We want our businesses to be bigger. We want to grow our network, all of these kind of things. And we go to networking events. We go to expos, but we don't know what we've really gone for. And we don't know what to ask for when we're meeting people. So what that does is that hinders our communication with people. So therefore our message isn't clear, you're not understood, and you don't get what you went for. How many people feel like that they leave networking events and they didn't get out of it what they wanted to get out of it? Because it's really important that we follow through with the goal that we have in mind. So if we're attending an event, maybe you're speaking and your goal, you set yourself a target of selling 10 coaching packages or 10 books. But actually, if you don't know how to ask for what you want, i.e. you don't know how to sell what you've got on offer, you're going to find it difficult. And that again puts you in a position where you are hiding your best self and you are literally hiding your product and your service from the customers. If this is making sense, please say yes in the box for me. Yes, Nadine, I can see you. Don't hide your shine. Absolutely. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. That's great. So it's really important when we want our business to shine that we are doing the things that make us shine and we're not actually doing the opposite. So what also another thing about not being able to ask for what you want, communicate that effectively, is that can also cause procrastination. Because we're not sure how to ask for what we want, or maybe the person that we approached at a networking event, they weren't into the idea that you put forward and you feel a sense of rejection because of that. That can cause procrastination about you moving on to try a new approach or to try and ask or speak to somebody else. Because what that does, it dents our confidence sometimes. And when we feel like that, again, we're in a position where we are not shining our best selves. We're not performing at our best selves. And what we want to do with the next person is go back to this perfection, but not believing that we're perfect. And when they don't balance up, you'll be disappointed, the confidence goes down, and then we get into that place where we are hiding again. If this is making sense, again, please say yes. Nadine's saying yes. Thank you, Nadine. Thanks for watching. So anyone that's on the replay, please hashtag replay. I am Lisa Rann, and I thought I would hop on after coming back from the Best You conference in London today. And I was just so inspired that I thought I would just talk to you about making sure that you're shining. And you will see here, if I can get it right, where am I? Ooh, this side. Never hide. I put it on my vision board to never hide. That's really important. Why? Because what we want for our businesses is we want our businesses to be successful. We want people to know our name. We want to expand our network. But sometimes what we're doing in our thinking is that we are really shrinking ourselves, and we are not putting ourselves in a position where we can shine. So 2 points that I've already made. In total, I want to make 3. The first 2 points were the risk versus perfection. So go back to the beginning if you want to hear about that. And also the second point was sometimes we don't know what to ask for. That's really important. We know how to communicate that. Number 3. How do we widen our networks? So what do you do online and what do you do offline that will help you widen your network? And there is a poll question that I would love some people to answer on the poll as well. What are we doing to widen our network? Nadine, Shaquille, if you're still on with me, if you could pop it into the box. What are we doing to widen our network? Why is it so important that we widen our network? What I've personally found going to networking events is that you do meet the same people. There is an influx of people that you don't know, but if you are in a particular area, sometimes you can meet the same people. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you are getting business from that, because it's not just about visibility. When you are investing in networking, when you are investing in going out to certain events, you want a return on that. How are you making sure that you get your return on those kind of activities? Nadine, please put it in the box. Shaquille, I know you're likely to have some answers as well, because you are a guru in your field, particularly in the West Midlands. So it'd be great to hear from you as to how we're doing that. What we really need to be doing, and this is the gem that I really want to leave with you for the day. What we really need to be doing is taking the time to be picky, taking the time to streamline, and taking the time to really define the people that you want to be around. And the people that you want to be around should be people that are better than you. How do you feel about that? Put it in the box. Tell me yes, no, yes, no. Tell me how you feel about that. I'd love to know. Are you hanging around with, speaking to, networking with people that are better than you? I have an event coming up to celebrate International Women's Day. It's going to be on Saturday, the 16th of March this year. And it's going to be the Women in Business Power Network. And what we are doing on that day is that we are going to be joining together women in business. Men are welcome also. And we are going to have a women in business panel with some of the top players in the West Midlands. The panel is going to be fantastic. You will not be disappointed. I will be releasing all the information soon. That aside, what I want to create with this network is a group of women, professional women in business or employed, entrepreneurs, the lot. And what we want is a diverse group of women. And the ethos of the Women in Business Power Network is iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. That is so important, that we are spending time with people that have already achieved what it is we want to achieve, that are already earning money that you want to earn, that are driving the car that you want to drive, that are living in the house that you want to live in, that have the knowledge that you want to gain, that have the expertise that you're working towards. All these things are encompassed in the people that you are hanging around with, the people that you are networking, the people that you're doing business with. We're not talking necessarily customer base here. What we're talking about is leveling up, upgrading, being around the elite. So what I really want to leave you with today is the event has early bird tickets. So go on to the Eventbrite ad. I will put the link on here so everyone can see it. It'll be great to see you there. We want people that are going to be there from not just the coaching business like myself, as I'm a personal development coach, not from just the events business, but we want people that are making creams, that are making hair products, that are accountants, that are lawyers, that are making books, writing books, printing books. We want a range of people there, because what we specifically want to do is that we want to match people together, that they're actually networking to the finest degree. The finest degree is actually getting business from networking, not just about visibility. Visibility is important. It's important to know, for people to know who you are, absolutely. But it's also about making money. Because what we find, and what I found with networking specifically, talking personally, is that you don't always make money from going to networking events. It's great to meet people. It's great to exchange business cards. But if you're not getting anything from it, then you need to reassess your line, your marketing strategy in relation to visibility and getting money in for your business. Because essentially all of these events, it's a business. And a business is there to solve a problem and to be rewarded for the expertise in which you have put into that, and of course make money. Not just to go around networking and not necessarily making anything from it. So it's really important that when we go into these networking events, don't hide. That's what this live is about, not to hide. So take that risk. Don't be focused on perfection. Take a risk. If someone says no to your proposal, you try again. You keep going, you persevere. Number 2, make sure you know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you won't be able to communicate that with the business owner that's sitting in front of you, the investor that's sitting in front of you, the customer that's sitting in front of you. Be able to communicate that, practice that as you go. And also be around people that are better than you. Oh, hi there, Caroline. I can see some people have joined. And yes, Nadine, I can see that. What are we doing to widen our network? Yeah, and people that are better than you. Yeah, I can see that you're agreeing with that. All of these things that we can do to make ourselves more effective for our businesses. So we are making money, gaining visibility, and networking at the same time. We need to join these things together, but we need to make sure that when we are doing that, we are shining our best version of ourselves. So what I want you to do is to reimagine yourself, the business owner that you are, the entrepreneur that you are, even if you are employed and you're in the workplace. Reimagine yourself around a social network, a business network that is better than what you are achieving right now. That is better than your successes that you have at the moment, the money that you have at the moment, the expertise that you have right now. You reimagine yourself around those people. What does that look like for you? How does it feel thinking about that? What benefits do you think you would get from that? How would it benefit your business? That's really important to think about. You've got to think it from the other side. Okay, so be around people that are better than you, but what are you going to get out of it? Remember, you need to be your best self. In order to do that, we have to plan. You have to think through, what's your strategy? What are you going to say? What do you want? Can I communicate that effectively? Putting all of those together, being in the room with people that are better than you. What do you think is going to happen with all of that? So I've just come back from the Best You Expo in London. It was a really exciting day, and I'm inspired because I saw so many people, so many exhibitions, and they were all there really showing off, you know, the best version of their business. And that's what we need to be doing collectively. We are stronger together. We are stronger together. So I would love for you to come along on Saturday, the 16th of March, to celebrate International Women's Day. We are going to be launching the Women in Business Power Network, where we're going to have power matching. We're going to have power speeches. Everyone has the opportunity to talk. And we are also going to be having a masterclass. If you want a masterclass with moi, where we're going to be looking at business growth, we're going to be looking at how you're going to move your business forward. We'll be looking at business mindset. That's going to be join me for lunch, and then we will have the masterclass in the afternoon. You can buy a day delegate ticket as well, which will be fantastic to have you for the whole day. So that means you'll be doing the networking in the morning. You'll get to meet everyone. We'll match you with who will be the best person for your business. And then we will have lunch followed by the masterclass. So I've been Lisa Rann. If you have enjoyed this and you think this will be useful for someone, please share it into your group, share it on your page. You know, we are stronger together. We're really stronger together. Iron sharpens iron. I will see you very soon. Any questions, you know where I am. Just message me. See you soon. Take care. God bless.